Virgo, hi. So this is going to be a reading for the month of February 2024. And I'll do the reading for you and then I'll close it off with a oracle card. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended. At the end of the video, you can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Virgo. The overall energy for the reading, the Page of Cups. So we're talking about love, but we're talking about a whole other things too. So your heart is open here, or you're trying to keep your heart open through something quite challenging from what I can see. Starting off the reading, you get the Five of Cups crossed by the Ten of Wands. Oh man, I kind of see this as a flooding of energies from the past, and man, it's difficult. I don't know if something's coming back and it's hitting you quite hard, or some past behaviors even. It's something tied up to a past situation that keeps on coming in, and it's heavy. It's hard to carry at this point. In your focus, the Two of Wands. I mean, you're trying to chill. You're trying to not do much, apparently. And it's understandable if you're dealing with quite hard energies, so take it easy, take it slow. In the recent past, the Page of Wands, you seem to be more open here, so this is definitely something that's coming through, again, almost like a flooding of energies towards you, almost out of nowhere. Oh, okay, this happened. Oh, shit, you know? In your strength, the Five of Wands, that's some conflict right there. I'm not sure if it's your own conflict with yourself or if it's kind of whatever you're experiencing is pouring outside in conflict with others. In the immediate future, the Ten of Swords, that's a sense of defeat. That's a sense of, I don't think I can do this anymore. You know, so whatever that means, I don't know how that applies, but we'll see. Supporting this reading, the Strength card. It's a lot at one time. That's kind of what I'm getting here. And it's I don't see this as you experiencing something as we speak, you know, something as this unfolds. I see it as something coming in from the past where maybe you didn't deal with it, maybe you pushed it to the side or something, and it's just coming strong at you like, hey, remember me, you know, as this one energy that's massive of possibly even loss or something. It's just here, and it seemingly out of nowhere, and it takes a lot to deal with it. The energy that surrounds you, and you may not be aware of it, the Emperor, you've got a lot of strength and a lot of tools to deal with this. You may feel like you don't. You may feel like, no, this is too much. Like, I don't even know what the fuck this is. I don't even want to handle it. I don't even want to look at it. But it could be something that you responded in the same way a while ago, and then a while ago before that, and then, you know, so on and so forth, that it just grows. These energies grow. We think that by saying, I don't want to deal with this. We're going through a major loss, let's say, right? And we're like, I don't want to deal with this right now. I don't have time for this. I'll deal with it later when the time is right. And you never really do. And at some point, it's going to hit you like a freaking train out of nowhere. It's like, now. Well, now I don't have time. I'm going on a vacation tomorrow. Now. You know? Now you deal with it. You've avoided it for too long. It's like, it's time. And I still kind of I still see you trying to escape this, but I think you're cornered by this energy at this point where it's like, you kind of have to deal with it. If it's something you're dealing with currently that is not a built-up from the past, then some past energies might be coming into play into the way you're dealing with it, which I don't know. We'll see. In your hopes and fears, the Three of Swords, you're showing me pain there, a lot of pain, so you're trying to avoid that. That's what you think you're doing, because that's what we all think we're doing. When we say, I don't have time to deal with this right now, it's not because you don't have time. It's because you don't want to deal with the pain of it. The pain of a loss or a pain of something traumatic, something big. You don't want to deal with the pain of that. But then you think that by not dealing with that, then you're avoiding it and you're fine, you're good. It's fine. And then that pain just grows and grows and grows, where you don't even notice it until you do. Because it's going to be obvious at some point. As I said, it's going to hit you like a train. So I get where you're coming from. I don't want to deal with it. It's too painful. Okay, but it's going to grow into even more painful than what it is. And eventually you're going to have to. It's yours. It's your energy. It's not going anywhere. You can go at the other end of the world. It's going to follow you. It's yours. And it's going to follow you, and it's going to grow and grow and grow until you say, okay, enough is enough. I don't have a choice at this point. And I kind of get the sense that you're in this place of not having a choice anymore. You kind of have to deal with it, whatever it is. Which sucks if this is the point that you're at with this one. In the potential outcome, the 7 of Wands. I mean, it's still coming from a place of, yeah, I'm going to try my best to not deal with it. Okay. Let's clarify. Let me do the Page of Cups. The 4 of Swords, the 8 of Cups, the Page of Swords. Yeah, you've kept a... it's almost like an emotional survival mode that I see you going here with. Where you're showing up as everything's fine, I'm good, we're taking it easy, taking it slow, we're good. Everything's working out fine. As you kind of go about your day-to-day life, you kind of approach it from this sense of, it's fine, things that I don't want to necessarily deal with, I'll just emotionally disconnect from them and I'll be fine. Yeah, look at how fine it's turning out to be. All of those things, even if it's little things, they pile up. They make like this little mountain that turns into a bigger one, into one that's just, at some point it's like, ooh, I know it's there. It's gonna hurt if I go in there, because there's so many things at this point that it's like, it's impossible not to feel any kind of pain. So I might as well try my way to avoid this as much as possible for the longest time. Let me do the 5 of Cups, the Justice card, the Page of Wands, the 3 of Swords. Hold on. Let me do the 10 of Wands. The 9 of Swords, the 3 of Wands, the King of Cups. So you're giving me a situation from the past that somebody's worked on that. Somebody has made quite the progress with that. Let's say you had a fight with somebody that's very important to you, and it created this very nasty energy between the two of you. But whoever it is at the other end of this worked on it. You did too, possibly, there with them. There's definitely a sense of fixing at play, where something got fixed. But did it? Because it's like, let's say me and you, and I did something, we had a massive argument about it, but I turned it back around. And from my perspective, I fixed it. And from your perspective too, and the way you're working with me on this one. But then behind the scenes, where you're in your bed just by yourself, at the end of the day, you're like, just gonna hold it against them for the rest of their lives. So it's like, then how did it get fixed? You know what I mean? So it's kind of looking a little bit like that. where one of you, and I'm not gonna point any fingers, because at this point I really don't know. I kind of see it as 50-50. But one of you worked on something here, try to make something better, and they actually did that on their part. And again, seemingly on the other part too, but the other part is holding it against them. It's almost like a pact for life to hold it against them. I don't know if that's you, if that's them, whoever is the one that's holding things against the other one, I have no idea. But let's do the Two of Wands in your focus. The Star, the Knight of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles. So you just want for things to work out here. You're giving me a sense of, I wish that things would work out, and you're showing me in this wish that you're presenting to me somewhere out there, you're showing me you going for that, contributing to that happening. Meanwhile, you're not doing anything because you're dreaming with your eyes wide open for that wish to come true. But you're part of your wish. But not now, because you have to dream it first, or envision it, or which you're doing for quite a while, because I don't see you picking yourself up and being like, okay, let's get it done. No. So you're just wishing for it. All right. Let's do the Page of Wands, the Nine of Cups, the Strength card, the Page of Pentacles. This is the energy that's tied up to you from what I'm gathering here, especially because they showed up here, and they're showing up in a pretty in the moment kind of an energy. They're going with what's presented. If you're going to be nasty, they're going to be nasty. They're kind of responding to what's up from a place of just being with what is and responding to what is. From that natural flow, basically. So, okay. Let me do the Five of Wands. The Seven of Swords, the Emperor, the Knight of Pentacles. You're trying to let it go. Oh, okay, so it is you. Busted. It is you that is having a hard time letting something go. So something may have happened at some point. It weighs pretty heavy still. And it weighs pretty heavy still, not because the energy of what happened is still around, but because you're having a really hard time letting it go. And I see you really, really, really trying. But in the way you're trying, you're also telling yourself, no, I won't, I can't. Which is a bunch of bullshit, because the energy of you being able to is right here in the hidden energy. You're just not aligning fully with that and trusting that you can let it go. Especially if things got turned around for the better, even from the situation. If things are nasty still, and there's still this unhealthy energy at play, and then that's a different scenario. But from what I'm seeing in the energies, they got turned back around in a beautiful way. In a way that made me believe that both of you were in agreement that, okay, we're good now, But no, you take this energy of, okay, we're good, you take it home and you're like, I'm not that good actually. And you're not being honest with whoever this is, telling that to their face. Hey, I'm having a hard time. Having a hard time letting this shit go. And I know it's not up for you to do it, because, you've done it, but I can't right now. So kind of fighting this fight behind their back where it involves them too. Where you think it doesn't because it's your fight. And it's true, it is your fight, but it does involve them too. So instead of carrying an energy of not being able to let shit go and going at them from that perspective, might as well be honest with them. Like, hey, like, I'm here, I'm with you, I'm trying to work on this, I want for good things to happen here. For some reason, I'm having a really hard time letting things go, so give me some time to adjust to that and to try to work on that a little more. Better with honesty than hidden. Like, oh no, everything's fine here. And then treating them from that hidden perspective of everything's not fine because, I'm not letting shit go, actually. it's going to create some sort of other energies that I don't think you need here. You know, I see you trying. So why not be honest about it? Let's do the 10 of Swords in the immediate future, the Hermit, the Knight of Cups, the 5 of Pentacles. This is the major I can't. This is you getting to the point of feeling like it's too much. I just can't. I can't let shit go. I can't. And what's preventing you from not being able to let shit go is your own fear. Because if you did, then how would life be after that? You know, what would you hang on to? Just the present moment, just being? That's boring. Nah. Doesn't sound good because it's boring. It's just be in the flow. No. I gotta hang on to tougher energies than that. Like, I can't, I'm scared, you know. Yeah, because those benefit you. Yeah, this is your breaking point of I can't. Now, where you go from this point, I don't know. Let's see. Hopefully up. The Strength card and the supportive energies, you get the 8 of Wands, the Queen of Swords, the 9 of Wands. It takes a lot to talk about it. It takes a lot to be honest, because I feel like maybe you thought about it, like, should I let them know that I'm struggling with certain things around our situation, or should I just keep it to myself to spare them from whatever crap I'm going through? I feel like you may have considered it. There's a major blockage there in terms of I'm not gonna let them know, but at the same time there's also a need to let it out, to be honest, you know, honesty, basically. Even if it's something that's not necessarily pretty, even if it's something you think they don't want to hear. How do you know? I would prefer honesty, and I think everybody would at the end of the day, instead of kind of trying to interpret your energy that's coming from your perspective of I'm not able to let shit go when it comes to something we did together, so I'm kind of holding it against you. So kind of trying to interpret through that energy instead of you coming to me and telling me, hey, you know, I just can't at this point. I'm gonna try, but I feel like I'm struggling. I would be so much happier to have that, and possibly to be upset about it too for a split second, rather than trying to figure you out for the next days, months, years, that you're gonna hold this energy back. You know, there's definitely almost like a sense of you need to put it out there and you're not doing it in an honest way. You know, that you're struggling with something here that involves another person. Let's do the Emperor. The Queen of Pentacles, the Death card, the Ace of Pentacles. You're trying to almost reinvent yourself, like start doing things in a little bit of a different way than you used to before, which is not a bad thing. Maybe you're not used to, you know, being bluntly honest with someone, even if it's upsetting for the moment for them. But it does feel like at the end of the day it's going to be more liberating, not only for you but for them as well. Again, they can be upset for a day, two, it's going to go away, rather than days, months, years of dealing with interpreting they don't even know what, because they don't even know you're holding something against them, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's almost looking like through this experience you're trying to come up with a different kind of way. Almost like trying to reinvent yourself here, which is nice. Trying different ways, you know. For the 3 of Swords, you get the 2 of Cups, the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Wands. At the end of the day, you want for things to work out from what you're showing me here. And sometimes there's blockages, and so let's say you do want this. There's you and there's your goal, right? And in between you and your goal, there's certain blockages. This one, the pain one, is a big one. The fear one is a big one. There's all sorts of blockages here and there. How are you going to break through them? The restricting yourself from opening up, from being honest about something, is a big one. by doing it. Okay, how do we remove this blockage? Well, if I want to do things in a different way, then okay, let me be honest about it. That removes this blockage. Fear. Okay, let's see. What does fear do? Oh, it tells me that I can't. Why can't I? Is there a real reason why I can't? Oh, because I'm scared? Oh, okay, let me go right past that and let's see what happens. Let's see if I can prove this fear wrong. That removes this blockage. The blockage of the pain, that's all kind of piled up from everything else. So as you remove little layers from these blockages, the main blockages are going to be broken down. They have nothing to be sustained by. So, yeah. Interesting. You might start doing things in a little bit of a different way here through this experience. For the Seven of Wands in the potential outcome, you get the Six of Swords, the Five of Cups, the Eight of Swords. Unless you do things in the exact same way as before, you start overthinking things and you don't do shit anymore. You're like, I don't want to deal with it. How many times have you done that before? How many times did that work out for you before? When you said, it's too complicated, I don't want to deal with it. Doesn't it all gather up in a big pile up of a mess eventually when you say that, when you do that? If you want to reinvent yourself and do things in a different way, the opposite of not dealing with it, what is that? You know? So you are here and there's little things where you are showing me a different aspect of things, at least considering it, if not trying it altogether. You know, where in this energy right here, if you feel like you want to be honest about something and you're kind of backing yourself away from that, like, God forbid I would say anything, but I feel like I want to, why wouldn't you go with what you feel for once and see what happens? That changes things. That makes things look in a different way and feel different. So, you know, things like that. Little things. Let's see what the universe has to close it off. The Queen of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, the Hangman. You are going through a very transitional period of time for sure. And you're coming in with the sense of, okay, but let me think about it first, okay? And you're actually truly thinking about it, not complicating it yet. Because you have to weigh your options down. Me, being honest with myself and fully aligned with myself and doing and feeling what feels right to me, or me stepping into the fear and into the all I can't and I won't in this world, you know. So you are actually trying to kind of look at it from different angles to see where you stand, which is a place of reinvention if you want, or yeah, just doing things in a little bit of a different way. Okay, let's do the Black Moon Astrology Oracle. You got Aries. I am. What are you? Number 13. Hold on. Let me find it. There it is. Alright. I guess I'm just a natural warrior. That's so Aries. Camille Paglia. That was a quote. The Aries card says that it's okay to push now. Just don't push too hard. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, and the energy of this card is that of a dynamic trailblazer. Aries is the fire of creation. This means Arians can be highly creative. Since they are impatient, they are also blunt and to the point. They make no effort to pretend to be something other than what they are, which in their eyes is number one. Everyone needs to understand this. Arians tend to be genuine people who are not into playing games. They like matters to move fast. Since Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, it is represented by the primal human, one who must protect and defend. Aries people are highly ambitious and want to accomplish things quickly and in a no-nonsense way. Competition is what Aries is all about. Many feel the need to compete when the other party doesn't even care to. Traditionally, Aries is a warrior sign, which means being always on the defensive, ready for action. The Aries style of relating is that of a catalyst using force, not of a peacemaker. They're interested in sports, and a number of Arians have a fascination with weapons. When this card turns up, expect things to move fast. Ooh, Virgo. For there is no time to take it step by step. It will be a mad jump. It may be a time of testing your will. You will work best in situations where you make your own decisions rather than acting as an underling. Underling? Yeah. You may even find a supporting cast to help you finish your work. Be responsible and disciplined in all of your actions. You will want to get things started and forge ahead. Do not buckle under the dramas or trivialities of others. This card marks a period where you are forceful and headstrong. You can now forge a direction or path as you have the vision and energy to do so at this time. In love affairs, you will want to take the lead. You may attract spontaneous and enthusiastic lovers. Be ready to reach new plateaus. There may be the opportunity for more than one lover. Virgo. Be advised to think beyond acting with aggression, especially in emotional dramas. In relationships, you or your partner will expect total freedom. However, avoid being quick-tempered because when this card turns up, there is a need for caution. Be steady and measured rather than hot-blooded or impulsive. This marks a time where you need to be sensitive to the concerns of others, since you will want to move fast and strong without thinking things through. You might find yourself running into walls. I mean, I can understand the Aries aspect of that, but please don't run into walls. You will not want to compromise right now, but you should do just that. Sometimes it's best to allow bygones to be bygones and let it go. Any fighting or conflict will not serve you at this time. In fact, it may poison the waters and make matters worse. Care must be taken to not be too foolish or rash. However, it's time to work for a cause and get things started. Just make sure you finish all you start. Corresponding tarot card, Ace of Wands, key ideas, competition, zest, lust, speed, feeling stirred, being a leader, weapons, sports. So, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.